Hey everyone, in this video I will be reviewing the 6-inch Warbat with Osprey, and he comes with a battle damage feature just like with most of the 6-inch Godzilla vs. Kong toys, and this tiny vehicle of the Osprey. And I do think Warbat is a cool name for this monster. However, I wish they would have come up with a different name, because when I hear the name Warbat, I'm expecting a giant bat of some sort. Because Warbat, I mean, if you look at him, he's more snake-like, but he has giant bat-like wings. And Warbat is still a cool name, and I'm perfectly fine with it, but I don't know, maybe they should have called him like War Serpent or something like that, or Sky Venom, I don't know. Anything other than Warbat, but once again, I am perfectly fine with that name because it is a cool name. Alright, and turning to the back of the box, you get a description of the film. And if you look under where the name of the figure is, it gives you a description of that monster. It says, powerful enough to tear through armored vehicles with its massive fangs, the Warbats are venom-winged monsters that hunt the hidden depths of the hollow earth. And I think you only see, I want to say 2 of them during the hollow earth sequence, battling Kong, and it was pretty awesome, even though Kong needed a little bit of a helping hand from the humans, but he sort of got the final victory in that battle, which was pretty cool. Alright, so let's open up the Warbat and take a closer look at him. Alright, so upon opening the Warbat outside of the box, the only assembly that is required is for the wings, as well as for the battle damage piece on one of the wings there. So there, if you look on his back, you can see where the wings are supposed to connect. So I'm just going to do that right now and put this one on this side. I hope by putting them in the right way. And then the other wing on this side of the figure. And I was checking out his articulation between the takes, and he only has like 2 points of articulation on his body there. Well, 3 if you count the jaw, 4, 5 if you count the wings. So about maybe 5 points of articulation altogether. Alright, so I'm not sure if I have the wings on correctly. I'm assuming I do. I'm gonna have to look at the back of the box. Yeah, looks about right. And those would be the back, right? So I'm just making sure I'm doing this correctly. Alright, so let's put on the cover for the battle damage area right there. And all you have to do is just follow the pattern. Just look at the shape and just force it in there. Kind of like a jigsaw puzzle piece. And, you know, when you're battling Kong or Godzilla with this monster, just kind of wedge your nail in there to try to peel that part off. There we go. And then that just pops back in. That's a lot easier to pop into place. To take it off, I'm not sure if there's like a area to put your nail into, like the Godzilla with Heat Ray, and, well, actually no, the Kong with Battle Axe doesn't have like a slot for that, but it does seem like there are slight openings, slight gaps, I should say, where you could easily wedge your nails into to peel that piece off. Alright, so there's a Warbat fully assembled. He looks pretty cool. I can't wait to see what customizers do with this guy when they give him a proper repaint to make him look as cool as he does in the film. The wings, I believe, are articulated. Mine just popped off, but I'm assuming, yeah, it is articulated. Okay, I was about to say, that better be articulated. And the same thing with this side. So you move them back like that, and bring them forward to make him look menacing when he's battling Kong. And let's see how he stacks up next to Kong. Yeah, that's about right, because he was just as big as Kong during that entire Hollow Earth scene in the movie. And you could probably try to wrap this guy around Kong. Now, looking at the rest of his body for his articulation, he does have an articulated mouth, but I notice it's quite stiff on my figure. Now, this is just my figure, because I've seen other reviews where people were moving the mouth, and mine is... it's extremely stiff on mine, but it is pretty articulated, because it has the cuts there for the joints. If my camera will focus on that, as you can see. So the other points of articulation on Warbat here, well, he doesn't have a lot. He only has, like, let's see, an articulated joint right there, and right there near the end of his tail, I think. So, yeah, as you can see, that can rotate. And the other one I pointed out was right there, so you can turn that. Alright, so I was hoping I can kind of like widen that gap there with some of the articulation, but can't really, because I was hoping I could try to widen that a bit so I could wrap it around Kong. I mean, you can, I suppose you could kind of squeeze it in there, squeeze another figure in there to make it look like he's wrapping around that figure. I just hope I just don't break it. Yeah, I should be able to squeeze around Kong. There we go. Okay. I was able to do it. Don't worry, I was being extra careful. If I felt like I was going to break it, I would never have done this. But yeah, you can do that with another action figure. So that's pretty cool. There it is. A nice 360 rotation there. He's going to sort of weigh down Kong a bit, so I'm going to try to balance Kong. See if I can get it to stand on its own here. There we go. Alright, so also included with the Warbat is this tiny vehicle of the Osprey, and I don't quite remember this vehicle from the film. I think these were the ones that were carrying Kong to Antarctica in that giant net, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to watch the film again. But yeah, you get a tiny Osprey. And it scales just nicely with the rest of the 6-inch figures there. But it would have made more sense if Warbat came with the Heave vehicle, the or what was it called? No, it was called Hollow Earth Anti-Gravity Vehicle, I believe, yes. Because these were the ones during that entire Hollow Earth scene where you first saw the Warbats and you first saw them go up against Kong. Alright, so to see how this Osprey scales against, or with the big mega figures, well, I could bring Kong in here. So I'm going to have to pan my camera up like that. Alright, so here's the Osprey, and here's Mega Punching Kong. So, oh yeah, I would say that's a more appropriate scaling. And you can make Kong, I guess, eat the Osprey. If I can get my camera to focus on that real quick. So yeah, I could probably put the tail in his mouth there and make Kong chomp on that and push the button on Kong's back. So you can get some nice playability options with the giant figures out of these tiny vehicles that come with the 6-inch figures. So now I'm going to compare Warbat with some other 6-inch monster figures I own, both from different toy lines, like the Raw 10 toy line. Here is Battlesnake, and they're almost almost the same height. Battlesnake is definitely bigger, and let's match him up next to King Ghidorah from the Bandai Movie Monster series. Of course, Ghidorah definitely is going to tower over Warbat, which definitely makes sense. Of course, Ghidorah has a much bigger wingspan. And here's Warbat next to Mecha Godzilla and Gigan, which looks really good next to the classic monsters. And of course, I had to compare them next to Destroyer here and Space Godzilla. And just because I had to, here's how he scales up with the Godzilla with Heat Ray and the Kong with Battle Axe. Alright, so that concludes my video review for the 6-inch Warbat from Playmates Toys, which retails for $10. You can find him at your local Walmart if he is available there. And one more thing I gotta try. Since the body of Skullcrawler is kind of slim or narrow going down near the tail section, I wonder if I can make Warbat wrap around Skullcrawler. Not sure how I'm going to make this work. I'll think of something. Oh, you totally can. Yeah, you can totally get something going on there and make Warbat battle the Skullcrawler. Alright, so I'm just having a little bit of fun just trying out things with these figures. Do I think he's worth the money? Sure. Since he's the only Warbat that's currently out now, and it's very awesome that Playmates are making other monsters that are, you know, not just Godzilla and Kong. They're making other monsters from the film, such as the Skullcrawler and this Warbat. So this is the only Warbat that's currently available for now until some other company decides to make a much better one, like let's say SH Monster Arts, because I'm pretty sure a lot of adult collectors are going to go for the SH Monster Arts of Godzilla, Kong, and Mecha Godzilla whenever he gets revealed. But as for being the only Warbat that's available now, yeah, definitely worth the $10. I mean, $10 is not really a lot of money to most. And oh, wait a minute, I didn't know you can turn those. What? There's more articulation on the wing section? You can rotate those parts? Wow, okay guys, I never knew that. So, alright, these parts where the wings attach, you can actually turn those, sort of, because if you notice, the other wings are kind of getting in the way and hindering some of that, that rotation there, but you can turn them. Wow, okay, I never knew that. Wow, that's, my camera's going out of focus. Come on, camera, there we go. So I apologize for that. So that's another added piece of articulation for his wings that I just discovered. Wow. But these wings are going to keep popping off if I keep doing that. I just like to keep them just in that kind of pose there. Actually, is this supposed to go under that layer right there? I don't think it can it? Like, we can try. No, okay. They have to go behind it like that. So cool, you can rotate the wings. But anyways, yeah, he's a cool looking giant monster figure. I'm mostly interested in seeing what customizers do with this guy and give him a proper repaint and make him look as, you know, as awesome as his live action movie counterpart, or should I say CGI movie counterpart, because it's not a real monster. But he's a cool monster. And, you know, if you're all into this Godzilla vs. Kong toy line, I would say definitely pick him up. Alright. And he makes for an awesome display piece. I mean, look how awesome that looks. That looks insane. Alright, guys. So, thanks for watching this review. You guys are awesome. And one more Godzilla vs. Kong toy review coming up. And that is going to be for... Uh-oh. I can't find it. Where did I put him? Ah, found him. It's going to be for this guy right here, the Mecha Godzilla. And he is my final action figure in my Godzilla vs. Kong collection until Playmates possibly make more variants of Mecha G. Or if I decide to get any of the SH Monster Arts figures, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But as of now, this is the final figure in my Godzilla vs. Kong toy collection until we possibly see some brand new figures in the future. I hope they make more new figures.